Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dia Permatasari. I'm a 5th semester English student at Universitas Sriwijaya. So, I would like to deliver my speech about education for all. Have you ever heard the term education for all? Alright, so education for all or EFA is a global movement led by UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, aiming to meet the learning needs of all children, youth, and adults by 2015. Education for all or EFA is education that is evenly distributed to all levels of society regardless of ethnicity, race, religion, and class. Education is the right of citizens without exception in the form of formal and non-formal education. This is regulated in Article 31 of the UUD 1945. The essence of education for all is basically so that every citizen can fulfill his right, namely educational services. Learning for all is a form of learning that involves all ages, both adults, parents, and children, which aims to better understand something. On 5th until 9 March 1990 in Jomtien, Thailand, 115 countries and 150 organizations met and held a world conference to discuss education for all, or EFA. They are committed to achieving six educational goals, including the first one is expanding and improving comprehensive yearly childhood care in education. The second one is ensure that by 2015 all children in the world without exception have complete and free access to good quality compulsory basic education. And the third one is ensure that the learning needs of all youth and adults are met through equitable access to appropriate learning and life skills programs. And the fourth is achieve a 50% increase in adult literacy by 2015, particularly for women, and equitable access to basic and continuing education for all adults. And the fifth is eliminate gender differences in primary and secondary education by 2005 and achieve gender equality in education by 2015 with a focus on women ensuring that they have full and equal access to good quality basic education. And the last one is improve all aspects of the quality of education and ensure the excellence of all so that the learning outcomes achieved by all recognized and measured, especially in literacy, numeracy, and essential life skills. In addition, there are supporting activities that support education for all. These activities include global coordination, the high level group, the working group on education for all, the global action plan, the EFA global monitoring, and the EFA global action week. In Indonesia, there has been progress in basic education in the last 20 years. 20 years. It is proven that the net ratio of children aged 7 until 12 years who attend school is 94%, but Indonesia still has not succeeded in guaranteeing the right to education for all children. Moreover, there are still many problems that must be faced. These problems include the first one is there are an estimated 2 million children who have dropped out of school. And the second one is the lack of teacher qualifications. And the third one is ineffective teaching methods, which are teacher oriented, and students are not given the opportunity to understand themselves. And the fourth one is poor school management, and the fifth one is the lack of community involvement, and the last one is the lack of access to yearly childhood development and learning for the majority of children aged 3 to 6 years, especially children who live in rural areas. Oh, there are one more is inadequate budget allocation from local and central governments and high education costs. To achieve the goal of education for all, the Indonesian government is assisted by UNICEF and UNESCO to carry out activities including community-based education information system. This system allows tracking of all children under 18 years of age who are not in school. And the second one is 9-year compulsory education program. The Indonesian government is currently emphasizing the implementation of the compulsory 9-year education program for all Indonesian children aged 6 to 15 years. In this regard, UNICEF and UNESCO provided technical and financial support. And the last one is program to create learning communities for children, or CLCC. UNICEF supports the Creating Learning Communities for Children program. This condition have 45.45 for teachers and created a more challenging learning environment for approximately to 275.078 students. Of course, the government's attention to the education sector should be appreciated, such as in the school zoning program, digitalization of education, and so on. This is because the government realizes that Indonesia's human resources are a major investment for the development of the nation and state, both for the present and the future. Alright, this is the end of my speech. I think that's all. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.